Hello and welcome, my name's Heath Wearing from Aspirin Business Solutions. This is the Aspirin Business Studio kitchens, and we do an awful lot of cooking for sort of friends and business meetings here. One of the things is always, what do you do for a vegetarian meal? It can be a bit confusing sometimes. So what I'd like to do is actually show you, hopefully, a very simple dish. It's a Turkish halloumi bake. Simply, we've got 2 large sweet potatoes. A lot of the prep's been done on this occasion just to speed up, and then just chopped. We've got 1 courgette cut into chunks and 2 large red peppers, again cut into large pieces. We've got a handful of mushrooms, which we'll just quarter, put those in. There's 150 grams of split lentils that have been washed. We've got garlic, a couple of cloves of garlic chopped, onion chopped, salt, pepper and 2 teaspoons of fennel seeds. And then we've got 3/4 litre of vegetable stock, parsley just to garnish, and some olive oil. It's a 1-pot dish, so very, very simple. So whether you casserole dish or roasting dish, tin, whichever, just get that out and get that ready. So first off, simply we need to take all these ingredients, so the courgettes that are all chopped, the peppers that are all chopped. How easy is this? Just thrown in there. Sweet potato, again, we'll just throw that in there. Just put that to one side. Before I forget, we need to just preheat the oven, so we'll just pop that onto 200 degrees centigrade. Let that heat up while we're just sorting this out. Following that then, we're simply going to get our, well, let's do the mushrooms first. We'll just quickly quarter the mushrooms, throw them in. Who says cooking is difficult? This is just so simple. And as you can see, it's actually quite a big dish, so it's going to feed it's going to be a good meal for 4 people, this, and maybe some left over for the next day as well. So, and with a bit of salad. You don't need to be a big chef for this, just enjoy what you're doing. So it's nearly got those, another couple more. And because how we're going to cook these in the oven, the onion and the garlic again can just be thrown into the dish. Because first off, we need to actually coat these with a bit of olive oil. So a nice glug of olive oil. So we're almost going to be roasting these. Take our fennel seeds and sprinkle those over. They're going to add flavour. Then got a nice pinch of black pepper, freshly ground. It's up to you. You've got about a teaspoon there. I quite like pepper. Salt. It's really just to season. We've got the stock as well, so remember the salt in the stock. So we'll just put a bit of a seasoning over there for the moment. And the rest, all it is then, is just a case of working the oil around and coating all that's in that pan and giving it a good mix with your fingers. Really, really simple. You get a lot of flavour from those fennel seeds when it's cooking. In the second batch, I'll probably put a bit of chilli powder in because I like a bit of spice to it, but that is totally optional, up to you. So once all that lot's totally coated and mixed, We then just level that out. Just wash my hands. And then this will go into the oven for about 30 minutes. And that's the first bit, and how simple that is. Hello and welcome back. The food is about a minute away now, so while we'll just finish waiting for that, I'll just run you through a quick recipe. I wanted to do some bread to go with this dish. Can be quite awkward and daunting for people. This bread is just so simple. It's taken me 5 minutes to measure and mix up all these ingredients. So what we've got in there is 250 grams of plain flour, 250 grams of wholemeal flour, 100 grams of basically porridge oats. We've then got a level teaspoon of salt and a level teaspoon of baking soda. Those dry ingredients are just mixed together by hand, and then you put in 500 millilitres of buttermilk, which you can get from most good supermarkets. And that buttermilk is then incorporated into the flour mix until you have a dough like that. And then it's quite simply to pull that dough out onto a baking tray. We'll bring that here. And then it's just a bit of shaping on there. Flatten that out. And then the good old traditional way, also to help the baking as well, just take a knife. Bread knife always seems to work well. Just a gentle cut about halfway down, I normally do, to a nice cross. Now that is now ready to go into the oven, about the same temperature as what we've got on now, 190 to 200, about 30 to 35 minutes, and that will be cooked. When it's finished, it'll be nice and golden brown, and it should be hollow when you tap it. It's just a case of leaving it to cool down a bit then. So we'll just put that to one side while we actually get our dish out, which has now been in there for its 30 minutes. It's looking and smelling really nice. As you see there, we've got some of the juices and that now come out of the vegetables. And as I said before, I wanted to put some chilli in. You don't have to, this is purely by choice. So I'll put a nice sprinkle of chilli over there, probably about a teaspoon worth for myself. We like a bit of spice. Then we take all the lentils that we've got and we sprinkle all the lentils over the top. Again, one pot, dead easy, eh? And then our stock, just pour the stock over this, all over. There, like that. We'll just give that a little mix around there, just to make sure all those lentils are down into all that beautiful stock. And this then quite simply goes back into the oven for about another 30 minutes. What we're going to do as well is we're now going to put the bread in there as well. There we go, one nice soda bread going in. And that just leaves the halloumi cheese for the last bit, which after 30 minutes we will then take that out. The halloumi cheese will be laid all over the top of that. It will then go under a grill for 10 minutes or so until the halloumi cheese is all nicely browned and gone golden, and then the dish is ready to serve. But we'll have a look at that later, as will the bread. Okay, see you soon. Right, it's been 30 minutes now. We've got halloumi cheese here, board. What we're going to do now is just get the dish out of the oven. Have a quick look at that. Oh, look at that. It's looking amazing, that is. And also we need to take our bread out of the oven as well now. Just use that trivet there. So that can cool now a bit while we're actually finishing this last bit off. This is simply just a case of layering our halloumi cheese around the surface, just to finish this dish off. It is a vegetarian dish. Halloumi is nice, just as a bit of infill. We've got the beautiful, beautiful vegetables and that in there, in the stock with the lentils, the mushrooms. And now all that needs to do is actually go under the grill now, which I've switched the oven onto. So now we'll pop that on the top there. And that's another sort of 5-10 minutes. I'll keep an eye on that until that's really nice, golden and crispy. Our bread here is looking amazing. It's, you see, nice and golden. You might not be able to hear that, but it's a nice hollow tap there. So what we're going to do now is just leave that, let that cool down, and that will be ready to eat with the dish. So looking forward to this. Well, you don't have to watch me for this final bit. I just thought I'd show the dish off just so you can see what it's like. You've got the cheese on top of the actual roasted vegetables and the stock and the lentils, looking absolutely amazing, golden and very, very inviting to eat. And then this beautiful, beautiful bread that we can just tear apart like that, put into quarters and slice. Look at that. How easy is that for a piece of bread? So go on, give it a go. It is vegetarian, but there's nothing to stop you putting a nice steak with that and having it on the side. Just enjoy. Thank you for watching, and if you've liked it and would like to see more, just let me know. This is the first time I've done this, so thank you for watching. Alright, this is from Aspirin Business Solutions. Have fun. If you want to know more about us, you can go to www.aspirinbusiness.com and have a look at the website there. And hopefully these recipes will all start to show on there at some point, if that's something you want to see. Anyway, take care of yourself, have fun, enjoy your food. Goodbye.